Hello, everybody. Today we have Emillie versus Creepattack now. As their second last match of the day, and I think of the weekend as a whole.
Pretty eventful weekend.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good match. Both players are pretty competent on both sides. And she's better comp. She has a bunch of high acts, low starring top plays, showing that
her whole tops are just LSR and then DT basically.
Yeah, she has more like consistency, really high act top plays. And Creep is 6 digit, so they probably have the skill cap for this, so they don't need the skill cap. So, like if they're used to playing this low star rating, so they won't get low star ratings like some other higher rated players in this tournament like that. So hopefully this is going to be a pretty good match.
I feel the main cause for concern with Emmy is there is no hidden in this pool, and all her top players have hidden.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah. I think she might be, a little weaker on like the Air 10 stuff because of that.
you just gotta trust the process.
Emmy.
Some players that can burn both sides of the candle.
Creepattack's having his warm up. Why is this map? This is in pool. Did he pick this, or is this just like it auto went to it? Because he was practicing it beforehand.
Probably that.
Okay, well, he's leaking his practice. GG. Yeah, it's...
Like, Creepattack into not doing warm-ups.
Oh, there we go.
Games.
That's a warm-up.
My games.
Yep.
Adrenaline.
Mental's always half of the battle.
Mental is half the battle.
True.
On 1v1s, it's especially important to have good mental.
Also, we love the left image here. Cool feedback. It's not out yet, but it already sucks. Ow.
Yep.
Why? Do you always make the worst maps? They missed the fact that it's not on fire. If it was on fire, then it'd be accurate.
Yeah, pool is gonna suck next week. I can already tell you guys.
Pool already sucks. It's not out.
It came to me in a dream.
So true, so true.
Pool was really bad, so I think that's like good enough evidence.
Surely, right? That's how that works, right? Yep. Sounds legit.
Going in the warm-ups, I don't think there's much to say, really.
What is that background? Is this like perfectly skin-colored bodysuit? I'm just gonna believe it is. I think this girl is a robot. So yes.
The we love
Look at like a techie.
alt tech. Ew. Spin to win.
I saw you tap up for a moment just to let you know. Wrong studio, that's my bad.
Oh, both crazy at the same point.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just...
For Emillie, but you also have the multiplayer.
To be fair though, this is warm up. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone in like a future match, especially if like there's another like tech map, and like if someone's playing against someone who hadn't played tech last round, if they use warm up to put on a tech map.
That would be interesting. That would be an interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
To scout.
I mean, it kind of works sometimes.
Mm.
It kind of works.
You just gotta make sure that the map that you find.
Although I will say, sight reading tech is a little iffy because you have to know the songs to really do well on them. I think.
That's true.
Yeah, there could
Probably
always
work
be
for like
some
other
extra
skill
patterns.
sets.
Yeah.
If there's like,
I mean,
or
if
even
you-
like a
if you put
rhythm.
on,
I could see like.
if you put on a warm-up map of a certain skill set and you lose, like I think it's just kind of like an omen to not pick that.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like a ritual. It's not like
Like
literal.
if I do put on a
hardcore
tech
shit.
map and my opponent wins, I probably am.
No,
not
I'm gonna
pick
put on
that.
decaplex.
Unless I'm like
Aw,
pumping
nah.
like FC.
No. We
No,
got
the true
Lord's
purpose
Tournament
of warm-up
client.
is to put on like a 9-star map and just like try to like
Put on Bang
steer
Bang
your
Top
opponent.
Death. Grass.
Funny, make a funny audience stunt. Clearly.
That's what I did with the
Yeah.
fucking like long string practice from NDT. You remember that, right?
Wait,
You do it
Spinny
just to
toilet?
like just to
Wait,
make your
Spinny
opponent
toilet?
scared. Any good
Oh, wait, no,
No.
Spinny-
No, it was like chronostasis or something, like for us to take chronostasis, and it was just like a 500 note stream.
If you're not trying to flex on someone in warm-ups, but what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. One time someone put up the ETX elevator noise thing.
No, that's Aura. That's
Hard.
Aura.
Hella
That's
hard.
Aura.
Yeah.
Emmy with the
Every time I lost
91
it, it
roll
was
is
like,
crazy.
fuck.
Emmy with the 91 roll, by the way, crazy. He takes us. Nobody went crazy. I was crazy once. It sucks.
Bro.
Crazy. I was crazy once. Put me in a rubber room.
Dude, oh my god, they locked me in a
Fred.
room.
A rubber room. Rats. I don't fucking know the exact words I
Crazy?
got.
Crazy?
I was crazy once.
Crazy? Crazy?
I mentioned that in
Guys,
the
like,
entire.
I am in the room of rubber rats, and the rats are you fucking guys.
I was about to say, the entire like brain cell count of this VC just went down to 3 the second I mentioned that. Creep with first pick. And first ban as well. See what he tried to pick as his first ban.
Okay. I think he'll probably pick that aim map. I forgot these aren't like ordered normally like on mods and shit.
Yeah.
Kind of calling me.
Yeah, I think an aim ban. I think either aim or Y. I think ban is to be expected here. I'll be shocked if he bans anything from tap or skill cap.
He might ban skill cap.
Aim 4?
Yeah, it's gonna be an
Not
aim.
expecting the precision, but I guess if that's something he's weak on, that's wrong color.
At lowest R, Emmy is a hard rock team, and I remember in our core 6 team, when half our hard rock core was gone, she stepped up and like FC'd half the maps.
Damn,
Oh my
okay.
That's actually really wild.
Wait, Emmy ban?
She beat me, says Rocco. Holy fuck.
If it's not tap 1, I don't know what she's doing. Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, yeah.
That's very much understandable. Now we have Creep's first pick coming up.
I think he'll pick a tapping.
Probably. I was expecting like tap 2, tap 4 because he was just practicing
Please
that.
Please pick Y too.
Am I that predictable?
I think that's
I'm
something Emmy
thinking-
would pick if anything.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like tap 5 it has a little bit.
Emmy in the chat, am I that predictable? In the game chat. Yes, you are. Oh, he's picking 4, Emmy, okay. Aim 1.
No,
that
he
is.
first pick.
Yeah, but Creepattack is. I feel like that's just an Emmy pick. But okay. I'll let him cook. I'll let him cook.
I'm like, we'll see. No Model 1 first pick is very interesting. Or in one.
Maybe he's going the tapping angle. This map does have a little bit of
This
tapping.
map does have tapping,
That's
but I'm
true.
not too sure if that'll be enough to trip up Emmy, but we'll see.
It's also
I guess that's what he's
AR9.
banking
I don't know if
on.
that's gonna make it feel any like a little bit more tense than your normal aim map.
Nah, he uses gamma to make it better. Trust.
Negative gamma.
Negative
There's
gamma.
AR left and I can't read it.
That's real.
There are definitely a few points where you can misread on this map. It's very consistency based, even though it's only 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It
Could be-
pretty much never lets up.
Interesting. Let's get into the map now.
Farming in match.
So it's
Farming in
more
match?
than snow mode.
Yeah, it might be pretty easy to ship this on this map, but we'll see. I couldn't see both of them as soon.
Bunch of act drops on that first burst. I think from Emmy that might be a sign of what's to come.
I mean, the map also
how
did-
well Emmy does.
That's fair.
Oh, that's true. That is an interesting thing to test out.
Because that is gonna be like those points that would be free for her are no longer free.
They're no longer here. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. They're not present, so.
But
Those
she's
overlap.
not necessarily a bad mechanics player. Especially
Yeah.
at the start. You can kind of just
Especially if they're starting on aim, at least. I think it's tapping.
Yeah.
She might suffer a little
I
bit,
think
but
tapping, yeah, she might be a little bit. She did bend the like big tapping map.
hey, that's still like
I think
Why is
it's
she
not
tapping
like
like
Canada.
me?
I think
the most
as
consistency
long as
based
it's not
tapping one.
Yeah, I think it's I
Yeah.
think she can do speed.
Emmy with an accolade here off the aim. There is still a tapping section, I think, coming up after
once we-
this chorus here.
After this drop, there'll be another tap. Yeah, there'll be a tapping section. We'll be able to see.
Both players still holding the FCs.
And notice how after that first burst, she hasn't dropped a single like 100 on this burst.
We'll see if
Oh,
we
but there she goes.
won the break.
Creepattack to trade though,
Trades.
and
Actually,
they both miss a
handily
bunch.
actually.
But some more breaks from Emmy, and it's going over to Creep now.
He can hold. I think he might. It's gonna be close.
It needs to hold through this last quarter, and I think he's got it if he can do that.
No, this is really
He
close
needs, to also,
now.
he needs to also not drop tag. It is
Yeah.
enough that it could carry over if he keeps dropping
Now we have this next little tapping. Emmy to break.
tag. Again,
If Creepattack can hold through this, that should be game, I think. Misses there, but I don't know if there's enough. This ending 30k, I think that should be enough for Creep.
yeah, I think it's gonna be close, but yeah. I don't think he's wrong.
Yeah, there's only 60 combo advantage, not much act advantage on this ending. Drops a few thousand
Extremely
in it,
close,
but
though.
very close win,
Yeah,
that was
giving
very
Creep
close
the win on
for
his
sure.
first map.
very scary pick. But you did manage to win, so congrats. And now we're gonna be going to Emmy's pick. And maybe this might scare her because I feel like she would have been one to try to go down the aim
Yeah.
angle. She's not being able to play
Right.
tapping. But,
No, but I think-
honestly,
I think-
I think Skill Cap might not even be that bad of a pick for her because I think she does beat Creep in Skill Cap.
Y is still like very open, and I'm not sure how they are on those kind of.
I could
offset
see.
off maps.
I could see Creep. Why does he have 3 points?
Inflation these days is crazy.
I could see Creep potentially like struggling on something like Y2. I mean, hard rock maps are like the only real hard maps in this core, I would say. Yeah, if the rest of the maps follow that. That was really close.
I still feel like Aim 2 is her best bet. 'Cause I feel like it was
that
just
that
Creep.
Yeah.
pure aim. Yeah.
I think Creep is just slightly more comfortable on those bursts that helped them get over the edge in that last map.
Yeah.
On that pure aim, I think she'll just have the active advantage. As long as none of them break.
I think
She doesn't break them, she just has
act
that.
advantage and consistency advantage as well. So what is it? OD8, so I don't know how much act advantage there will be, but that consistency advantage will still just stay, I think.
It's also the matter of a 4-minute aim map. Anything can go wrong for anyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just has that consistency edge. With skill cap 2,
Interesting. I believe
This
like
is-
sort of a tapping hard rock cast.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
hard rock
Tapping in it,
consistency.
so- Yeah.
This is not the pick I would have expected here, but I'm assuming
here
Emmy
she's
had some
trying
practice
to-
on this.
I think she may be trying to scout how good he is at hard rock and just skill cap in general. Because
I mean,
this is
Creepattack
probably
does
one
have,
of the
I
harder
think-
maps in pool.
Creepattack does have a decent amount of like skill cap play like on its top, so I think I'm not too sure how well the pick this is gonna be, but I'll let Emmy cook, I guess.
I mean, will it translate to something of this kind of style?
That is true. We'll see.
And we can play consistency well, especially on hard rock. Yeah.
Alright.
Who won last match? I believe Clark did.
Yeah, you just.
Dick Clafford or Clark.
Yeah, that
5-0
Jake Clapper
sweep.
guy's probably really good.
That Jake Cleffer
Yes.
suck at tapping.
True.
Dude, Jake Clafford was honestly kind of killing it on those aim maps.
He was kind of killing it.
Okay, we're gonna be going
Get into the
map.
map. We love the early act drops.
I don't think this map should be too hard to act. It's only OD7 base, so I don't even think it's OD10 when you apply.
It's 9.8.
Yeah, so.
I think the bigger thing with this map, it has sections where it like almost unpredictably slows down to like 150 BPM. And like has some sliders that on 4v1 you would be fine acting, but like on 4v2 like a little bit hard to act.
Creepattack nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and quite a big act gap. I think Emmy definitely attacked him cool, which is why she probably picked this. Confident in her practice.
I know, I logged on an hour before my match, and she was practicing then, so she's
yeah, we
not
love
messing
logging.
around. Almost 96% accuracy, yeah.
Oh, that aim control is no joke.
Yeah. Still, Emmy on. What is the FC? Oh no, that's strength, yeah. Lowest star moment. I think Emmy would also beat me on this map, I will say, at least with my locals that I had. Still 7% act advantage, and map is, I think, just about unwinnable for Creep at this point.
The comfort gap is crazy.
Yeah. Is Emmy still on one slider break?
I believe so.
This ending does get a little brutal though.
It's still still a 200k gap, so I think this
Yeah.
there's no coming back.
So can Emmy close out the S rank at least? Nope.
No, I mean,
Bro,
I'm sorry.
In
Sorry,
about
Emmy.
2 hours, you will be getting yelled at as Emmy rewatches VOD.
Sorry, Emmy. My fault. I did the same to Annie when her match happened. I'm doing it to everyone, bro.
Yeah, imagine if someone broke right now.
oh,
This guy.
Yeah, commentator cursing?
We love commentator cursing. Peak goes to right there.
Improve, but it
Still the
wasn't
one
enough
miss.
against that kind of
One miss and
consistency.
one slider break, I believe. Really impressive score.
Yeah.
And I think now this should give her more confidence into picking more of those skill cap maps.
Yeah.
Or maybe just hard rock in general.
Not
'cause
too
I
sure
think
if she
she's gonna
goes with
act-
the Skill Cap 3, but I think the Skill Cap 1 is definitely, I think, a pretty
Yeah.
good pick for her.
I think if he can't even act this map with hard rock and snipe OD10, I think she has a pretty good chance at just being able to act game even if
Cap
she can't win
5.
for any of those
Yeah,
hard rock
that's
maps. Cap 5.
kind of like,
I think
I
it's
think finger
reasonable.
control.
This is
like,
what I thought the first pick was going to be.
Yeah.
Because it's the closest
210
like 210
BPM.
one with slightly longer bursts at 210.
I think
Yeah.
Emmy still might be able to play this.
Slightly finger control, I think, with some doubles,
Yeah.
but it's got plenty
Bursts
of, like,
are,
210
uh,
bursts. For the,
Yeah, the burst.
I think definitely be rough for Annie.
Yeah. I think she might be able to still play this.
Yeah. We'll see that. Either way, I think for a lot of this map, I think Creepattack is going to be kind of relying on some of the tap picks. Like, I would not be surprised if either tap 2 or tap 4 get picked later in this match.
Also, banger song, might I add.
Yeah.
Maybe it's probably the strongest player of the outside.
Why is Cloak yapping in with chat?
Lots of
They're
hard
in combat.
rock
Clueless.
I think there might be some 6 that might be potentially stronger. Just due
6
to having
digits
a bit
with
more
6
experience.
close question
Yeah.
marks.
Just a few people by the names of Suzuki and Kaidori, but
Yeah, I think there might be like seed 1. I think might be potentially the best low star rating player.
Okay, if you're shooting 1 in a 20k tournament, can you really call them 6 digits?
to be fair, it is
No.
5.7. It's like, I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
how
not-
much they'll scale into the higher SRs.
Yeah.
Well,
it
that
seems like-
I think still remains to be seen.
I think if it was like a real 20k tournament, theoretically, it would probably have more 1-to-1.
I guess that.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little
This
higher.
was, I think, my thoughts on Qualicool is that on Pool Stars is kind of designed as like pseudo 50k. So,
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah, aren't really. Yeah, considering that's the rank range of most of the people in this server, so.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But it's kind of drop. Leaving Emily with a big combo, which is very big and tricky, so.
Yeah.
I think she'll just continue to hold. This map is very FCable, I will say.
Yeah.
I just really gotta focus on the doubles, and I think, are there cool quads? I don't remember.
That break, I think.
I don't see-
Oh, but
oh,
Envy
that's
to
right.
drop, but there's no combo and creep to speak of.
Yeah, Creep would need
And
to. Oh,
I think
no,
that might
he
be.
would need to hold, and Emmy would need to like break right now.
Envy would need to like
I don't think it's gonna
absolutely
happen.
fall apart in this ending.
Yeah.
And I think we're
Like, there's some misses, but
There is a window.
I don't know how that window needs to be open. It's not big enough to fit Creepattack through.
Especially.
Emmy needs to widen it some more, but doesn't seem like that's gonna be happening.
This ending
Yeah,
fairly tapping
unfortunately.
heavy.
Yeah, there just won't be enough
Too much
time.
map.
But I suppose since it's speed, it's probably a little more manageable rather than stamina.
No Wi-Fi
Oh,
chat. Wait, Unicorn made me play this pool in multi a few days ago. Yeah, sounds about right.
I think we're gonna need to
The
switch
bubble.
refs. Hold on.
Are we gonna need to switch refs?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got it,
I was
Linux,
trying to-
right?
I got that, yeah. Hold up. Shoot. Yeah, if you could like do the picks and stuff for this. If you could do this pick, SAR.
Yeah, I think I could probably also like.
What are the pieces? Okay.
Are you in, Linux?
Shoot, what's the command again for doing?
Yeah, I'll like put in this pick. It's Y2. Alright.
I mean, probably going for the hard rock abuse strat.
No,
There's,
I got it.
There's all X in chat. Oh, banger algorithm. Whoever brought that to you.
I won't be cutting the next nah. I'm just hosting OSU tournaments for an audience of 15, bro.
He's deranged, but not that deranged.
Pool's too easy, should be 7 stars through, but we have 6 digits, so like, GG's.
I don't know. I think a 7-star, at least for the skill cap section, you know.
I'd say that when one of the 6 digits is seed 1, but you know,
We don't talk about that.
we don't gotta worry about that.
Oh wait,
Like,
hey,
it's
this
just-
was a Y too. Oh my god, I didn't realize.
Minor
Forgot
key,
what-
Spanger. Oh wait, break from Creepattack. Another break from Emmy.
Either
Slight
player
lead.
looking too comfy on this.
Decent accolade for Creepattack coming out of that intro. Slight combo lead too, so curious how much that will hold up throughout the rest of this map.
This entire match, though, Creepattack has just had a slight shake in his aim, which keeps making me worried every time he goes for a jump.
Accolade has gone down, only about 1%, 2% now. Why am I hearing a keyboard over your mic? But W keyboard
Actually,
sounds, but like,
I have noise suppression on.
oh, and that break from Creepattack is not good. It's Emmy will hold over 200 combo advantage now, and could flip any second. There it goes. Still an accolade for free, but that another break is not going to be helping him out here. Continued breaks.
Oh, the corner.
Emmy is
Really
just
sucks.
continuing the combo game on this Y2 here.
Seems like that beginning might have been a fluke for Emmy.
Emmy is locked in.
We are getting to the hardest part of the map, which is hitting the first note after a breakpoint. So
True.
When I played this map in the lobby, I won miss after that.
yeah.
break. I missed
Okay,
that
does anyone
big
hit
miss
here?
right there.
They both hit
So-
that. Oh!
Oh,
Sorry.
Creep misses.
Oh man.
I think that might be it here. 140k lead in climbing in this slow section.
Emmy recovered really nicely.
Yeah.
Someone's breaking here.
Here's the whiplash.
No, reverse joke.
Yeah, we just bubble there.
Oh!
Zen is server owner, by the way.
Yeah, but Eddie's gonna be taking that. Not really much you can do. I think almost
Yeah.
like double.
Yeah, the combo game was just too much for Creepattack there.
Yeah, wild combo game, actually.
Creepattack has played 2 maps in this pool. I just noticed that. Creepattack goes into the aim 5 here. Interesting. This is like the least aim map I think you could imagine.
It's DT all. I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you.
270 triples. This is the main part of this map is like 270 triples. With like some flow. It's really more of an alt map than an aim map, honestly. So true.
If I didn't follow, this was the next
Hey,
map
why
I
did-
was picking.
Creepattack get his second point.
Yeah, we'll see if he
Prevent it from getting to
can
match
get,
point.
yeah. Prevent the
Prevent the wide sweep, I guess you could call it.
yeah, the one map already missing in the first like 10 minutes, which is fine.
It's still super early. There's still 2.5 minutes
You
after
never
that
know.
with a map.
Yeah, if they both are already missing, then I mean technically that one miss could make a difference. I have a time on a DT1 where I missed in the first like 5 minutes, and that made me lose.
Oh god!
That's tragic. Creepattack is not doing too well here.
Probably
Might be a
expected this to be
practice
more
step.
conventional.
Probably.
Put all in my
Me,
Who suggested this, bro?
I wish I was cooler so I could
This is like the one map I don't really like with this pool.
Linux, you pulled a 6-minute Hard Rock 1 in my tournament. I don't think you need to pull for a little bit.
It's already been like 3 months. No, it's been like
We're gonna be put on like map
So I think-
that happens.
We gotta get him, like- We gotta take him to mapping school.
No, that was I can make good pulls when I want to. That school I was just gonna throw in some of
Oh, criminal intent, okay.
Yeah. Like most of the
For-
pool was like really goofy.
Yeah, for the grand finals match, it was like 4-2, and then Tulip just rage quit.
It was 4-0. It wasn't even 4-2. It was 4-0.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Min was 3.
Lots of drop.
I was streaming that, and then bro just let me pull. You know, bubble maybe. We'll see.
Honestly, bubble, you should pull.
We should introduce a bubble slot where it's just a 7-star.
That's its skill cap though.
Yeah, bubble, I love your
Next
farewell cup pulls.
Well, Emmy's gonna be taking this to match point now. Over
Going into her
doubling.
next pick, it's not looking too right for Creepattack.
Very. I mispick on that, but
Expecting probably another harder or aim 3 or
Like, yeah,
Tapping
expecting.
3.
Aim 2, please.
I could see
Discus
tap
Fox
4 as well.
My first tournament had a dedicated pickable slot to being an 8-star tiebreaker. Is it tiebreaker length? Because then that's based.
What the
Yes.
fuck is it called? Like, Operation Zenith Fall.
Yes.
Nah, parts.
All of them. All the familiar TVs.
Wait, why is there sex in the Discord URL? Wait.
What? What the fuck do you mean?
Look at the Discord link that I sent to Bubble.
Oh, that's wild. They got 2 other extras too. That's crazy.
Anyway, essentially, Emmy's final pick. I'm gonna be
Hey,
aim
let's
2
go.
to be expected, I think. Or maybe.
I
We
feel like
can
this
pull it
would be
off.
like the most coin flipping map to pick.
We got him too!
This is true.
Yeah.
I'm watching streams.
Emmy with
Like, I
2
feel
break
like if there's
points, trying
if
to.
there's one more map creep to the room, it probably would be this one.
Yeah.
This one is a
It's
bit
winnable,
tricky,
but
I
it's
still, yeah, I still think it is
very much favor Emmy's.
Yeah,
Favors Emmy here.
there's just like not much in this map. It's quite literally just 4 minutes of aim. Like, I don't know what to say. 174 BPM aim.
It is a banger though.
Yeah, it's all about consistency. There's not really anything crazy.
Yeah.
This kind of feels like time slows it down.
Yeah, but the fluid, the map is just so easy. Like,
Yeah.
like nerves can really like make you miss. And I guess
Unless
they
it's
can.
like the ending, but like.
Yeah. And it's CS 3.8. You don't really need.
Yeah. It's 3.8 or 9.4. OD8 should be very comfortable
yeah,
for
OD8.
the vast
Yeah, it's
majority of
just
this
a-
tournament, I think.
It's
Pretty
an
much
extremely
everyone.
comfortable map. Very comfy aim. So it
With
could
some
be
triples
high
as
ag.
well. I think there's a few
You can see
bursts
some
in
high
the
ag
map,
from
but
both
it's
players.
not really too much. Only 174. Bursts aren't long either, so don't think it'll be anywhere near enough to make Emmy mess.
Yeah, none of this will be fun to pick.
Score lead, I like how the score lead is just like it was just staying at like the same
Every
amount
single
for like a
time.
few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's one miss on this map, it could be like fatal.
Yeah.
Oh, missing in the middle would be so like.
Surely not, right? Okay, if one of them missed in the middle, I'm sending everything to 1x's house.
What?
I'm sending bombs. Sending me in the airstrike.
Yo. Yo.
You send bombs to me, I'll send them to both of you. How about that?
On the bomb Florida.
Why send hydrogen bombs when you just send fucking babies?
For real. The coughing babies don't. Actually, no. Then they force them to pay child support. That's how that works, right? No, but then it also makes them take care of a baby, right? The economy's not good enough for that, so they're cooked.
It's a long-term investment in this method rather than a hydrogen bomb.
True.
Alright, we're at a halfway point. Is anyone gonna get So the jumps are getting moving.
Yeah.
I wonder if Emmy has any nerves.
Oh!
Or SS.
Linux, you're getting bombed.
You can see her nerves.
Falling in the airstrike right now.
Yeah, it's the fucking.
If Emmy turns on leaderboard, she will get rid of all her nerves right now.
I hope she SS's.
SS would be Aura.
Yeah, I've only seen SS like one time.
I've seen like Thriller get some SS's in like early rounds of OWC, but that's like it.
Wasn't there like actually wasn't there that one? Wasn't there that like one hit into SS from like last OWC in qualifiers?
I don't know. I know like
I swear one of the American players SS
I don't know.
I
just-
isn't my go, so maybe.
Taquito is the GOAT.
Like, I feel like it might have. I think it might have been like a Tommy or something.
Any more matches today? No.
I think we got last
Good.
one.
Yeah, I don't want to rep anymore.
Last match was the 3-match day today.
Shoot. Yeah, I probably won't be. I should probably remove all my names from.
Another break from
I
Creep.
won't be able to rep. I won't be able to rep next week.
Emmy's still holding 90, almost 99.7.
If Emmy
FC.
FCs this may be probably the best nerf control I've ever seen.
Yeah.
As
Even
a-
though all
as
she had
a
to do-
4-minute map.
To be fair, all she had to do was like just turn on the leaderboard and then all her nerves would have instantly gone away. Like if she turned on leaderboard as the slot
There's
section.
no breaks. I didn't see any breaks.
There was
Nah,
one in
just-
the beginning, I think.
Oh.
There was one. There was like there was like I think a few seconds where she could have done it.
Not really the
like a
place
minute.
to turn on leaderboard though, I would say.
True. What if she had?
Oh my god, goated.
Nice
Emmy
FC.
closing it
Very
off with
good
an FC.
score. That's
Should have
probably
been an
the
SS.
bad, Yeah.
993,000.
Ooh. God
Yep.
damn.
Unfortunately, he can get it.
The
in
Creep
points
Attack
after
there is
the
just-
initial map.
Not much you can do about that if you creep attack there.
Still good to
Did
be
you-
on the board though.
Yeah. Emmy will win the set 5-1.
Ooh.
And then I think
Congratulations.
our last few matches in this round we have Drinstall versus Sar, Kaidori versus Dedrolini, Wheels Wall versus CQD3, and Awesome Chilla versus PS Racer. And as for players from this round, Emily will go on some winners to play against the Wizard, and I think let me just make sure.
Sorry, you
I
have to say
know.
his name with more finesse. The Wizard! Got it. More emphasis.
Yeah.
The wizard.
Yeah.
And then Creep Attack will go down to losers to play the loser of Pizza Stock and Cloak.
So he's gonna play Pizza Stock, is what you were saying.
Yeah, it says Cloak, by the way.
All right. That was a pretty good match. I'll see you all later. I'm hungry as fuck.
I'm also really hungry. I got home and fell asleep and I haven't eaten, so
Yeah, I ate like right before I went to work,
Oh,
and then now I'm back and did this. So.
good night, everyone.
Sorry for not doing the trigger warning when I mentioned about employment. My bad.
Oh. Goodbye, chat.